Khloe Kardashian reveals that she has no desire to date again after splitting from Tristan Thompson. She says, "I'm focused on myself and true." Khloe is 35 and has had a wildly infamous breakup with Tristan Thompson. Do you remember that, Christina? When that whole fiasco went down? Do you remember?
I remember she dated a basketball player. Is this the same person?
Okay, so, oh my goodness. This was just a really big moment in my life. You know, I think it was just big for all of us. So the fact that you don't remember every gory detail of this is a lot. Essentially,
I would say probably we're split even in terms of people who this affected and people who this did not.
I mean, it affected me very deeply. So Khloe was had a baby with Tristan Thompson, and then
he's the basketball player.
Yeah, he is a basketball player, one of the many that she has dated because she is a wag of sorts. Fun fact.
Wag, and just tell people what that means.
So wives and girlfriends. Wait.
Wives
and girlfriends sports, or just wives and
girlfriends?
Wives and girlfriends.
There was a show on E about wives and girlfriends of famous athletes.
Sadly, I don't believe that it is on the air anymore.
No.
But we actually filmed this spin-off for it where we were the matchmakers for athletes, and we were doing like athlete matchmaking. Right. We filmed it for a fabulous network. Unfortunately, it never got picked up, but you never know. It's out there, so who knows? Who knows if it'll get picked up? But anyway, okay, so sorry, back to Khloe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically she got cheated on very aggressively multiple times by Tristan. The last time was the most aggressive time, and that's when it was with Kylie's best friend. Jordan. So it was just this whole thing. It was really dramatic.
Was this before or after the baby?
This was like, she was like about to give birth.
I see.
She was literally about to give birth, and then this happened. Well, the first cheating happened when she was about to give birth, and then she had already had True, and then like that, the whole Jordan thing. Anyway, so basically, we can't help but wonder, should more women go on a date cleanse?
Ooh.
So Khloe's just done with dating, and she needs time for herself. Christina, what do you think? Do you think that it's healthy, especially during these corona times, for more women to go on a date cleanse?
Yeah, I know. This is so funny that you bring this up right now, because I just got off the phone with a bachelorette who said the same thing to me, and I wanted to introduce her, do a virtual date with one of our amazing
a doctor.
Bachelors.
He's on the front line.
I don't know how you could say no to this.
He's a doctor and he went to Harvard.
Okay. It just boggles my mind. Of course I'm married, but I would recommend anyone.
Yeah. Ladies, if you are single, you let us know.
Exactly.
You apply at matchmakerscity.com/sign up.
Right.
Yes.
Be a bachelorette
yes.
for us.
Yes.
You
just called her.
Right. And she said the same thing to me, where she wanted to take this time to separate from dating and spend some time on herself and on her family. Mm-hmm. I do highly believe in date cleanses. I actually have written a date cleanse that we hope to be...
You wrote a book.
Yes, I wrote a book.
You wrote the book on taking a date cleanse.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And we hope to be releasing that as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But this...
What are some benefits of taking a date cleanse, Christina?
It's when you realize, I think you kind of hit a point.
What is a date cleanse, and what are some benefits of doing a date cleanse?
Right. I did one as well, just so you know.
But before you got married, actually.
It was before I met Dan. It was probably about a year or two before I met Dan that I did the date cleanse.
Yeah.
But it's for people who, especially... I wrote the book for women, but men can do this too, and I've heard of a lot of men doing date cleanses. Mm-hmm. But when you realize that you're just not dating the right kind of person, and that pattern has repeated itself, and you're just sick of it, and you don't want to go down that path again. Mm-hmm. And it's a time where you step away and take a retreat. It's almost like going on a retreat. Mm-hmm. And
I need a retreat.
You've been given one. This whole
I know, we've all been given a retreat.
Is a retreat from everything.
Yeah.
but that's why it's almost I think a lot of people are taking this time to really dial in on what their priorities are in dating, why they've been dating these bad boys or women who aren't committing, and what they can do and introspect to find out what are my issues, what do I need to work on, am I accepting treatment that I shouldn't be because that person is really attractive and you don't think you'll get any better than that, and you have to, it's very difficult, but it's a time where you step away, that you focus on your relationship with God and you let him rebuild you into the kind of future husband or future wife that he wants you to be for your future person.
In the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is on Netflix right now, and it keeps on just playing this one scene that's so beautiful, that's with who was the Paul Rudd. Oh my gosh, Paul Rudd. He's like 50 something and he still looks as good as he did in Clueless, which I just love Paul Rudd. I was like, oh my god, Paul Rudd. What
his
a guy.
character in Clueless.
Oh, it was such a dream.
Yeah, it was kind of
anyway,
like
the perfect man. He was so great, just this like scholarly college guy.
Yeah, training to be a lawyer.
Oh, love it. And they have this quote from the movie, and it says, "We accept the love that we think that we deserve." And it's so true, and I think that no pun intended, Khloe, but I love that Khloe's taking and doing a date cleanse.
Me too.
Khloe, well done, sister. Taking that step back and really defining what you are looking for in your future partner, and what you're bringing to the table in a relationship.
Exactly.
And also realizing what you like, what you don't like in a partner, in a relationship, like mapping out just what you want your future to look like.
Right. What kind of marriage you want to have.
Yeah. So
if you want to get married, because if you're going out with these people who that's not on the table for them, marriage, they'll never get there.
Yeah, if they're figuring out marriage plans, kids, what that looks like for you, religion or spirituality, like if you want that to be compatible. And also, I think that by doing a date cleanse, a lot of times when men and women are on apps or are constantly like serial dating, just one person after the other, after another, or if they're serial monogamists, which is also something that people tend to fall into. Sure. A lot of times it's just like they're on this rabbit wheel, this hamster wheel, this hamster wheel, and then they are not also recognizing like incredible human beings in their lives, and they're kind of just going so fast in serial dating that they're not able to really see the person for who they are. So I think that doing a date cleanse is amazing because it helps you take a step back, get off the apps, stop, just pause. And that's what the world is making us do, but the world is making us do that in all areas of our life right now. So I think translating that into dating, and I mean, this also could be a time when you reach out to matchmakers in the city to start a membership, because
it takes time for a membership. So the beginning you can be doing your 30-day date cleanse.
And I find there is like we bizarrely have a lot of, not bizarrely, I guess people are really like they're at home and they're finally like prioritizing their love lives, but we do see that there are a lot of submissions going up for us, and I think that it is because people are being introspective and they're realizing that they actually do want that partner, and even if right now they're like, I don't really want to do like a ton of virtual dates, but when this is lifted, I'm ready to hit the ground running. So they're taking this time to like be introspective, start with us, like get started, so that when the ban is lifted, we hit the ground running. Exactly. So anyway, that's how I think though it relates to matchmaking and like the matchmaking world.
Right, and matchmaking is working with matchmakers in the city is very compatible with doing a date cleanse in the beginning anyway.
In the beginning,
as you mentioned, it's not a serial dating kind of situation where you're scrolling through people and meeting who God knows who on dates and wasting a lot of time. And I don't mean to use that term lightly. I don't think a lot of things are a waste of time. But I think when you are just meeting the same kinds of people over and over, it's not going to change until you make
the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Right, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So even if you're taking time away from dating, it's good to start now with us so that you can
this is not an ad for matchmakers in the city, but I'm compartmentalizing it into what we do every day. You know what I mean? Because this is what I'm seeing every day. Because I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to do a date cleanse, but also be like thinking for the future. Like that's not a bad thing. Like,
exactly.
Obviously, you are going to want to date at some point. And anyway, okay, moving on. I'm done with this topic.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say?
No, I just wanted to bookend that because
I'm done with this topic. I'm done.
Oh gosh.
What?
I just wanted to say that if you brought that up, someone would think, oh, why is she talking about a date cleanse?
I know she's a matchmaker.
That doesn't make sense. That's why it's important to explain why that would work with our company.